didn't hear it. I didn't hear it.
Listen. Hey man, I ain't met you yet, but I like your flow already. I need you to take about 12 off my handicap right now, man. I need 12 off.
He can do it too.
Listen, but
pull up my way. Pull up my way, and I got you.
I was moving and grooving. You know, Michael Kraft, the great Michael Kraft here in Sacramento is my coach, and I love Michael. And Coach Kraft, I know, is sitting here shaking his head. He's gotten me down to a nice, solid game now. Marty Marr is killing the game. I want you two to go out and do your all thing. But, you know, as you get older, you can't quite hit the ball as far as you young bucks. The touch ain't quite what it used to be, but it's still such a great game. And I know he's going to interview you, but one question I have for you, I know you're relatively new to Sacramento, and we have an abundance of public courses here that many of us who've golfed for years have played. Our own favorite course in Sacramento is Bing Maloney. We're big on Bartley Kavanaugh because it's close. It's not, quite honestly, that amazing a track. It's short and it's relatively tight. It's a link style course, but everything that you want is right there over at Bing, and it tends to be the course that African Americans in Sacramento have historically used, not only because a lot of us live in South Sac, but because we haven't felt as welcome, quite honestly, at Hagen Oaks and some of the other courses in town. Can you start off with that, and then as you do that,
man, you just unpacked the whole narrative.
Come on, brother. Come on with it, man.
So what's crazy is that's exactly what I've been trying to figure out. I've been here since about in the midst of the pandemic when it first started, about 2020 of June, and ever since I came here, I noticed that everybody goes to the south. It doesn't matter if you live in the north.
That's true.
Everybody either going to Bing or they're going to Bartley. They don't really come to Hagen. If they come to Hagen, they come into Hagen and they leave it. They not kicking it.
That's true.
Whereas, you know, you have a large community that will hang out at Bing or hang out at Bartley or even Lamb Park, for instance. And so that's the whole reason, you know, I'm trying to put this event together is to bring this whole vibe to Hagen and allow them to see the community impact and allow them to see that there are golfers that live in the South area that would like to play at Hagen, but the lack of representation here, the feeling of not being welcome, all those vibes are very apparent here. So we want to break that narrative.
Absolutely, Chris. And you're not only covering the black tip in terms of golf, but you're covering so many other things as well. You're a golf pro. You train young golfers. I saw you when I was out there on the driving range. But you also have an adaptive piece that you're focused on as well. And my brother has a disability, but he is big in the golf space. He enjoys playing golf. How important is it that you're focused on the adaptive side of golf as well as all the other things you're doing in golf?
I mean, it's huge, right? Because this sport allows for that. I worked with PGA Hope this year, and to see some of the veterans that had disabilities, and just to be able to hit a ball, that's the only thing that they were able to do. They couldn't do any other sport or activity. So when it comes to, you know, autism, it's the joy that these kids get, or adults with disabilities, the joy that they get from just being able to move the ball. It doesn't have to go far. Just to be able to move it, there is this gratification that they receive, that they're participating in a sport, which is huge. And that's what golf is, right? Golf breaks the barrier. It allows people to feel welcome. I mean, for me, I've been very blessed. I've played professionally, and I've caddied, and I've done all these different things. It's allotted me a certain network that I wouldn't have been able to get to if I was just hooping or, you know what I'm saying, playing football, baseball. So it's a blessing, man, and it allows for people with disabilities to still participate.
Great. We have Chris Staples, golf pro at Hagen Oaks Golf Course here in Sacramento, California. And I just want to give you the platform right now. We only have a few minutes left on the show to talk about the big event and invitational coming up, the Black Invitational at Hagen Oaks Golf Course, that will take place on Saturday, February 19th, 2022. Can you talk about the event, Chris, and kind of what went into having such a big event like this and what people can do if they're interested in signing up for this?
Yeah, so, man, it's everything that I dreamed of. As far as just the community outreach aspect, that's something I've been huge about since I got hired here, was the diversity and inclusion. So to take the opportunity and, Hagen allowing us to come here and be able to put on an event that feels like us, right? That feels like Dean Maloney, but at Hagen, right?
Yeah.
We're going to have a DJ out here. We're going to have some volunteers in the back. On the back side, we have academy holes on the back, where it's the back side of the range. And people are going to learn how to hold the club, move the ball, right? And feel welcome. That's the whole thing that we want. Of course, the golf in the morning, the shotgun at 8 o'clock shotgun in the morning. But from 1 to 4 is really what I'm passionate about. That 3 hours of opportunity. It doesn't matter where you are in SAC. Just come to Hagen on the 19th. If you've never touched a club, you've never even seen a golf club before or a golf ball, just come out, see what it's about, try it out. And yeah, man, it's gonna be a great turnout. We already got sign-ups, and we already have about 100 people signed up so far. The goal is to have 144 signed up, which is 36 groups,
Right.
which I'm looking forward to.
Nice.
And yeah, man, I'm really looking forward. I believe it's gonna be a blessing of a time. People are gonna be impacted, and it's gonna do what it's supposed to do.
One of the things we're going to do, I just am so excited listening to your energy, listen to you describe this. We've been fans of golf for a long time as a family. A former city councilman here, Alan Warren, is an amazing golfer. He was near scratch. He's not too far off of that now. Was a city councilman here in the district adjacent to Hagen Oaks. He's actually a board member at the Del Paso Country Club. I want to make sure through Martin that you two connect, because he'll probably fill out those other 12 foursomes that you try. Yeah, you get those other ones filled out, right?
I need that. Whatever y'all need to come out, man. Y'all need to come out, because
we like the track. Let me tell you, man, we like the track. It's not an easy track. But for some reason, I tend to play that track pretty well most of the time. Not all the time, but most of the time, I tend to stick that mud. Watch this. As long as I don't try to carry that water hole when I feel a little bit tin cupish, there's I don't know if I have the strength to carry all that water anymore. Martin does.
Man, I love that hole.
But what a great course, a great track. But I will say this. I always feel completely comfortable at Bing. I feel next in line comfortable at Bartley Kavanaugh, and probably Land Park after. A lot of Land Park folks tend to treat that course like it's their own private course, which means exclusionary relative to any of the rest of us. Hagen has never been a problem for me in terms of but I never felt at home there. It's like you say, I go in, I unload, I play, and I get on. The few times I've hung out, I it wasn't like the lunch counter experience, right? Or in the movie Life, those are white folks' pies. You can't have them white folks. It wasn't like that. But it sure didn't feel comfortable. It didn't feel home. It didn't feel natural. And so what you're talking about doing, hopefully, is going to improve that tremendously. What do you think, Martin?
I think absolutely. Just meeting Chris for the short time that I did, he immediately struck up a conversation with me. I'm at the driving range, I'm doing my own thing, and he's just that guy. He said, I immediately want to change the environment here at Hagen Oaks. He wasn't trying to sell me on anything. It was just really striking up a conversation with another fellow black golfer and just seeing what we can do to attract more people to the game and to Hagen Oaks.
I love it. So we want to make sure that everybody knows, once again, when is the event and how can people sign up, and then I'm going to have Martin off air connect you with former councilman Alan Warren and other golfers we know in town, see if we can round out those foursomes. So tell us about the event, the date, and how people sign up.
February 19th, 2022 on Saturday. You can sign up at sabgc.org. Just click, you'll see it right on the front page. It'll say tournament. Click the event homepage, and you sign up and pay for it, and come out and have a good time and be you. That's what it's about. I want everybody to be themselves and don't be discouraged. Don't feel uptight. I'm trying to as lax as possible. Come play the game, respect the game,
Yes.
but be you.
I
Be
love
you.
that, man. That's a heck of a refreshing perspective. Now, I will tell you, I went on the Hagen Oaks website trying to find this, and it wasn't on that. It's on Sacramento area black golfers. SAB,
Yes, correct.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's sabgc.com.
.org.
Great. SAB, Sacramento Area Black Golf Club, I guess it is.
Correct.
Yes,
Correct.
.org. So, man, that's going to be tremendous. We're going to do everything we can to support you. I may even come out, and whether I play or just support what you're doing in the afternoon.
You need to bring them sticks.
No problem. Please.
Don't get them hyped up, Chris.
Please.
Don't get them hyped up right now.
Make sure you fight them, though. So
Y'all
they
may-
do what they supposed to do.
Y'all may regret going ahead and waking up the sleeping beast. Like, where's Michael Kraft? He got to tighten me up before I go out there, man. Wait, I call Michael Kraft not only the golf whisperer, but I call him Bagger Vance. He's my secret weapon, man. He's
Okay.
tightened me up. He's tightened up my approach to the game.
Well, listen, he can't be floating around you. This is so playing.
He gonna be in my cart. He gonna be in my cart.
There's no caddy.
You were so funny, Martin. Let me let you take us out of here, man.
Yeah, we just want to thank you, Chris, for coming on the show, man, and we look forward to connecting with you in the future, man.
Thank you, gentlemen, for allowing me to come on here. I appreciate the support.
Thank you, brother. Take care, man. Peace.
All right, bye-bye.
Man, Marty Marr, what a. Now you got to be able to stay. I know you're going to be doing the big law thing, Marty Marr. I don't know if you're ready to talk about which firm you're going to join yet. I know it's all official, but still, you may or may not be ready to talk about that. But I know that if there are times, particularly since we do our shows on Monday,